Hello and welcome to my model house videos. Today I'd like to show you a model that I did 6 years ago of a log cabin, and I'll show you how I model log cabins. Alright, first I'll show you around. Here it is with the full breezeway and some just different rooms. Room back here. And there's some bunk area up here probably, or storage. Here, it is a model of the Goodnight Cabin in West Texas A&M campus in a little town called Canyon, Texas. My mom actually worked there as a chemistry professor. So my sister and I would always come out here and run out and look at this and go and look at this cabin all the time when my mom was doing her work. We were just kids. But anyway, the house interests me, so I mean, why not make a model of it, right? Right. So the house, so in real life the house had all these wooden shingles, as you can see, individually hand done. Kind of a Boston lap kind of looking thing. Finished gable. Just look at the eaves and everything. You see, what you see here is to mimic the logs, I actually just cut like craft sticks, not actually popsicle sticks, but craft sticks that are narrower than popsicle sticks. And what I'd do is I'd actually glue them like slats, one on top of the other. It actually makes for something very strong. This is actually one of my strongest models. But but even though as woody as this looks and sounds, actually this house is, like my others, made of cardboard. But what I do is I just glued these onto the cardboard. Still very strong. And as you can see, I mean, even the roof is cardboard. The base is actually foam, but foam with paper. But that's just, look at the date it was made. Yep, I had the date on this one. Oh, and also, I mean, look at how old it is. I mean, look at the green. This is the original green. And look at it now. It's pretty much brown. The old construction paper, the light fades the pigment, and the bleach pigment, and it reveals the actual color of the paper, which actually I find is kind of cool, and it actually looks more realistic this way. Because, I mean, if you look here under the breezeway, I don't know if this camera really shows it very well, but you can see how comparatively green, even though it's faded, still is compared to out here, just because it's actually under the breezeway. And also the real house has a hatch in there, but I didn't put it. And also just looking, the door handles were included. Well, most of them. And other details include, like, you see that door in the back there? It's like the real thing. The door didn't go all the way to the ground, nor did it go all the way to the ceiling. So, I mean, I'm kind of proud of it. And actually, the darker the shadow, the more realistic it looks. Because if there's a light shining in there, it will be obvious that it will be colored. It will be black color to green. But when it's really getting, I mean, now it's kind of getting dark, so yeah. But anyway, yeah, this is very sturdy. And I guess there's just a bunch of chambers. I noticed in this window how there was like a wood-burning stove, or a butter churn, one of those two. I guess this here was like the kitchen or something. In my house, and that's what I saw in the real house. Didn't include interiors in my models though, and another thing, this house, this isn't all. This house also has I had another building. This here is cardboard with actual these are popsicle sticks. This is like the cellar. And in the real life, it would go back here. And when I store the model, I'll just put it on here. But and it was constructed like how I constructed this. Basically, cardboard, 4 walls, and then just place the slats on top of each other. But literally, you can push down as hard as you can on the edges here, and nothing will happen. That's how the guaranteed strength. I mean, especially with popsicle sticks. And as you can see here, to actually mimic the logs, what I did was I used colored pencil, and then I just kind of scribbled on them. And as you see, I did it here too, but very tactfully. I mean, this was done a year after this, just because I wanted to add it. But there was also a outhouse, and then there was also like one of those fans like what you'd see in Texas. But I never got the fan done, and the outhouse it got crushed in our move. What happened is we moved from Amarillo to Santa Fe a couple years back, and some of my houses did get damaged, suffered some damage from it, and I have repaired. Like as you could see in my house too, how I was redoing all like the roof and the dormer. I mean, the move didn't do that much justice, but this one, this model here hasn't suffered any damage whatsoever from it, and it was bumped around quite a bit. That's just to show you. As you can see, some of the crinks in the base, and you can even see some of the red on the foam core, like you'd buy at Walmart or something. Cut it up, or Hobby Lobby. But yeah, see some of the nicks on the edges here. I mean, those are just little things that you'd get from the move, or in general, when it went over time, things warp due to temperatures and light. But overall, I mean, this was really a neat thing. It's 6 years old, and counting, and still practically in its same condition, despite the fading and a few minor things. I mean, it's really incredible. Now this one, I actually constructed it kind of like the real thing, minus all of the gaps between the logs and stuff, because this one was really crappily done. No offense to the Goodnighters, but the Goodnight Cabin. But in real life, the roof was at a sag, as you can see there. The roof sags, so I'm proud of that. And as you can see, the imperfections in some of the walls, like how the real thing is. This one here, the main house, was actually constructed nicer than the real thing. I mean, everything was crooked and dinked and everything. But I guess you can still see a little bit of that in the eave here. But other than that, this one is really nice compared to what. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, nothing's more beautiful than seeing old historic Texas cabins. Yeah, I mean, West Texas A&M University is a real nice place. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again in the next video. If you liked it, please rate, comment, subscribe. I'll be really happy, and you'd see a lot more stuff. All right, have a great day, and enjoy the rest of your YouTube. Bye-bye.